origins of it was a project I did in 2011 in Waterford for the Tall Ships Festival. There was a pairing of composers with poets, with writers, and each were to compose a movement for this, and it was performed in the open air down at the quayside with massed choirs and orchestra, etc. And I happened to be paired with the poet Mark Roper, who I had known vaguely before then, and anyway, we got on well. We didn't murder each other, and the piece was a success. And then we talked about doing some other projects together. We met a fairly amazing woman who at the time was arts organiser in Christchurch Cathedral in Waterford, and she was very encouraging about this. Joan Dalton. She found out that the Arts Council had an opera development scheme, whereas you could write some excerpts and have them professionally assessed. So we applied for funding for that. We got the funding to do 2 workshops, and the Arts Council brought over advisors from the opera world. And amazingly, they granted us funding to do the whole opera. So that has been the journey up to The Invader. Basically about civilization versus anarchy. The invader is the evil spirit who comes back to the city. The city has a king. There's the king's mother and daughter. They represent stability and civilization. And the invader wants to overthrow all that. So in the original play, he's in the forest outside the city. He's playing his wild music, and this draws the women of the city to him, and they become wild beings. And then in Mark's version of the story, which is slightly different, the king's daughter has been very much protected living up in the palace environment, and the play hints at a kind of unhealthy relation between the father and the daughter.